Last time on Polymorph Self, a new adventure began. 3 months had passed since they wrapped up things at Airtalis, and the winter came and went. They sailed into Port Valor, the sprawling walled city port and capital of the realm of the Merchant Kings. It was impressive, and sprawling, and large, and surprisingly full of lard shipments at the docks. They were met by Albert Greenstone, brother of Aaron, their contact in the city. Back at Albert's flashy townhouse in the most opulent noble district, they all sat down to dinner and discussed the mission ahead. You know, the mission. That one where we have to do a thing, a mission, to complete a task. That one. Lizard people. Yes, having chosen a path from many flexible options, tailored to their desires, kept open to allow player input, improvisation, and a game where all participants can meaningfully shape the experience, at great effort on the part of the Dungeon Master, the party basically forgot it all, except that lizard people may be involved. But suddenly, the dinner was crashed by assassins. Bjorn rushed into the kitchen to save Albert, but was stabbed by a special dagger and poisoned with snake venom. He rolls a 16 plus 5 is 21. The dagger flies through the air and stabs you in the shoulder for 1d6 plus 2 plus poison damage.
Ouch.
1 plus 2 is 3. It only barely makes it through your armor, but enough for the poison to seep into your veins. You need to make a DC 18 fortitude save. Since we're beginning a new arc for newer listeners, that's rolling a 20-sided dice to beat the 18, adding your saving value, which is?
My fortitude save is a 2.
So 1d20 plus 2, and you're looking to get 18 or above to succeed.
That's 15 plus 2 is 17.
Ooh.
The poison has entered your bloodstream until somebody magically cures you of it, or you find someone with anti-venom, because this is snake venom, in fact. You will be losing 1d6 hit points per round until cured in some way.
Okay.
As starting next round, after the poison works its way into your blood.
Is a snake a lizard?
They are reptiles.
That's true.
What an awesome way to find out a connection. I was right. But no tail. But definitely no tail. But good thinking.
But you got to look at a nice butt.
Now, Hjani and Seyda's actions are next. I'll let you roll so I can get a kind of order, though. So, Hjani, what's your bonus on initiative?
My initiative bonus is plus 5, and so it's a 7 plus 5 for 12.
12, okay. Seyda.
My initiative is plus 7. And I rolled, is that natural 20?
A natural 20, so 27. So for the following action, that puts you at the top. So Seyda, then Hjani, keeping in mind that Bjorn is sort of semi-blocking the doorway in front of you, now pulling a twin-bladed stiletto out of his shoulder.
I leap across and try and greatsword this assassin.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a skill check to sort of leap and get past Bjorn.
Okay.
If you fail it, it just means that you kind of shove him brutally into the wall or on the floor on your way past. If you succeed, it means you gracefully get past him through the gap.
I'm known for my gracefulness.
Do you have a skill you think would be relevant?
I have jump.
Jump. What is your jump bonus?
8.
You only have to beat DC 15.
Okay. 10 plus 8 is 18.
You deftly get around him without knocking him over. And now you have entered the room. And you have entered the room. That is your action.
Okay.
Hjani.
How blocking is he then? Like,
it's a kind of narrow standard doorway, and Bjorn is not short. He's like 6 feet tall, aren't you? Or 5 feet 10.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
6 feet.
Bjorn is a half elf, and he has he's a fairly well built tall guy, and he fills up most of the doorway.
Just like real life.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
To get by with speed into the action, you'd have to make a check not to sort of push him out of the way.
Don't jostle the dagger.
well, I mean, you're poisoned anyway, so I jostle past him while whipping out my bow.
Okay, what skill would you like to use?
My jostle skill.
Maybe acrobats, jump,
Intimidate.
intimidate.
No, I'm kidding.
Get out the way.
Yeah.
You may use intimidate. What's your? Let's do that. What is your intimidate?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. It's Bjorn, so DC 12.
All right.
Hey.
11 plus 5. 16.
You issue a sharp command to Bjorn.
Get out the way. Move. Bjorn, get out the way. Get out the way, Bjorn, get out the way.
He does, and you are now into the room. The two thugs drop Albert and try to make a run for it, bringing us back to Bjorn.
Oh, hey. I throw a dagger at one of the retreating guys. Actually, I throw the double stiletto after pulling it out of my shoulder.
These thugs have armor class 11, with their lack of armor and small padded robe.
My own thrown dagger. I don't know about
It would
this.
be the same number.
Yeah? All right. It's a +8 attack bonus. That's an 18 plus 8 is 26.
So it's a 1d6 plus 2 damage
Oh, awesome.
to start.
That's a 1 plus a 2 is 3.
And then there's the poison as well. So as the two thugs split and go for the back door, ripping the stiletto dagger, twin-bladed stiletto dagger, which you stop and think, oh, looks like the front teeth of a serpent.
Cool dag, bro.
And then you rip it out and throw it immediately into the back of one of these guys. As he runs, it sticks him in the back and he crashes to the floor and is sort of just trying unsuccessfully to reach back and pull it out as he feels his limbs stiffening from the poison
can
going
relate.
through his veins. And lets me see if he saves from the poison. His fortitude save is 0. And he rolls a 9. He's writhing around on the floor in pain as the poison seeps through his injured and weak body. Brings us to the assassin. The assassin looks in Bjorn's eyes again, gives him a meaningful stare, and then dives acrobatically through one of the open windows into the gardens. Which, it's dark out there, but all those lanterns are hung up, so you can still keep an eye on him at this point. Bringing us in the order to Seyda.
I throw a throwing axe. Can I throwing axe for subdue damage?
No.
No. Oh.
You mean you want to throw it, sort of follow him out through the window and try to catch him on the way out?
Like, if I can, yeah. Like, and maybe if I hit him on the head, it'll knock him out, and yeah.
So I'll just give you since you rolled a perfect 20 on initiative, I'll let you do it, and I'll just give you a 1 range increment penalty, which is -2, right? So what's your usual throwing axe skill?
+9.
So it's +7.
Okay.
And his AC is 15.
Let's see if I can hit him in the back of the head with the throwing axe. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Roll again to see if it's double damage.
Okay, let's go. 17.
Plus.
Plus 7 is 24.
He dives through the window, he rolls, he pops up in a run, and a throwing axe goes right between his shoulder blades.
Ow.
As soon as he pops up, you spot him right through the window into the lantern-lit night gardens. So it's double damage. What's the usual damage of a throwing axe?
1d6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 2. So
And times 2.
roll it and double it.
4 plus 2 is 6, times 2 is 12.
12. Okay, you stick him. He pauses, he looks back, locks eyes with you, and gives you a meaningful glance.
I
And
give
then
him a-
continues running into the night.
Meaningful glare. Oh,
Okay.
he got my axe.
Yeah, Hjani,
Can I run out after him? I run out after him?
you do. Would you like to run out through the open door or dive heroically through the window?
Let's dive heroically through the window.
What's your...
Tumble skill
Tumble
is
skill.
a 5.
and it's only the lowest DC 12.
Nice. Let's see. The 11 plus 5. 16. I do it.
So he dives through the window, rolls, then an axe goes flying through, hitting him but not stopping him, and then right after that, a Hjani goes diving and rolling
Yes.
through the window and into the garden, coming out of your roll at full sprint, not losing sight of him.
Nice.
Albert gets up and says, "Oh, Mr. Bjorn, you saved my life. Terrible business this. Coming into my own Mr. Albert. Hello, Bjorn.
Oh, wait, I do a quick look around. Where'd the other guy go?
The other thug, he's out the back door.
Oh,
Also.
one made it. Okay.
The one you stuck with the stiletto dagger is in agonizing death throes on the floor. He's
Okay.
like, all his fingers are like crawling up. And by the way, since it's the next round, Bjorn, you take 6 points of venom damage and your face goes like a pallid shade.
I'll be fine. Shut up. I need to talk to this guy on the floor. I grab the poisoned guy by the lapel.
Green foam is coming out the corners of his mouth. He can just about say single words.
Who sent you, motherfucker?
Snake. Mummy.
Snake mummy? A snake is your mummy? Where do I find these people? You must tell me.
Tell my mummy.
Is your mummy a snake?
My mummy. My real mummy.
I feel his butt for a tail.
You do that, and the last look in his eyes before he passes through into the void is that of being molested by Bjorn.
Deserved it.
No tail.
God damn it.
Okay, leading to Hjani and the assassin are now charging through the garden. Seyda, you notice the second thug going a different direction through the night into the garden.
I chase the second thug down.
You do. Let's make an opposed check to see. He's just a thug and not as skilled as this assassin. You may be able to catch him immediately. What's your dexterity score?
+3.
You get +3 bonus. He has +0. So we're going to roll an opposed check. I will roll a d20. You will roll a d20 with your +3. If you can beat his score, you can catch him immediately. So let me roll for him. He goes sprinting into the night. He rolls a 12.
Ooh.
So you need to get a 12 or more.
I roll a natural 1.
He goes sprinting out. You know, with your cat-like barbarian reflexes and speed, you can definitely catch him. You run out right into a thorny rock garden / flower bed, catch your feet and fall flat onto your face, luckily missing the rocks and sort of eating some soil, and he disappears into the night.
True story about me. As a child, I did fall into multiple rose bushes, so this is unsurprising.
Hjani, you are chasing this assassin through the night. He gets to a dividing wall in the garden, which is kind of decorated with ivy crawling up it and candles in dishes across the top. Looks very, very beautiful. This garden is really well designed and arranged. You're very impressed. He jumps, he leaps and tries to simultaneously grab the top of the wall and vault over it like a total assassin. I'm going to roll to see if he can do that. It's DC class 15 and he has jump +6. Seyda, can you roll this out in the open?
Yes.
Because otherwise I'm doing it back here and
Okay,
seems
so
a bit
for the assassin,
cheeky. Yeah.
he rolled a 2.
He jumps up, he grabs, but as he pulls himself up, he doesn't get it in one move and he's struggling to climb up, giving you a chance.
To punch him in the back of the neck?
Yeah, to catch up and take an action.
All right, so I use my longsword of frost, but the blunt end.
So you're going to go for subdue damage.
Yeah.
That means you will also forgo the cold damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Of the sword. But it's the usual to hit roll. His AC is 15 and he's hanging on a wall and you're totally behind him, so you'll get +4.
Okay, so +10?
Longsword +10, AC 15.
9 + 10, that's a 19.
Okay, you use the butt of your sword to smash into his back and bring him down.
So it's a 1d8 + 4, and that is a 3 + 4, 7.
He falls down and now you guys are going to be in hand-to-hand combat. Bjorn, the start of Bjorn's turn, you take 1 point of damage.
Hey.
Albert's looking at you going, but sir, let me tell you something.
Yeah, go on. Tell me whatever you need to.
You're a rogue. What type of poison is this? Is it magical?
Seems snaky, maybe?
Like a snake bite, right?
I think
that
so.
That would make sense with this snake dagger. I have snake bite antivenom in the house, of course.
Oh, cool. Go run along and grab. Wait, do you need me to join you? Are you going to be attacked again?
Well, you can wait here and hope that I come back alive. That would... Sure. What would you like me to do, sir?
I'm going with you.
Okay, follow me to the medicine cabinet. It's upstairs. It's en suite to my master bedroom.
Much like you two said, I will follow. Go on.
Okay, you go up the stairs with him. Bring us to Seyda. You get up, you look around, you have no idea where anyone is.
I listen.
What's your listen skill?
My listen is 5.
Oh.
DC 15 listen check to discover where did Hjani and the assassin go.
I rolled a 7 + 5 is 12.
No idea.
Ah.
You look into the still night of the garden, and as soon as you try to listen, hear where they are, you start hearing like song and dance and people talking in all the windows and the carts over the wall out of the noble quarter, and it's very confusing.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hjani, what's your AC?
My AC is 22?
Is what, sorry?
Is it 22?
Yes. Having lost his dagger, his special serpent, the teeth of the serpent dagger, he whips out a short sword and tries to stab you with it. He has short sword +7. You have 22 AC. 14 + 7 is 21. It comes flying towards you and you parry it at the last moment with your longsword, leaving him open for attack with AC 15.
Nice. So another +10. Does this mean that...
You don't get the bonus now,
Okay.
the regular.
Okay.
+10, right?
Yes, it's
Yep.
still just a regular +10. So that means that I can't do 2 moves.
You may use both your attacks now.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna Well, we'll see what happens. But I'm still subduing, and it's plus 10 and a natural 20.
Roll again to see if it's double damage.
13 plus 10. 23.
Yeah, his AC is 15. You score a critical hit, smashing him in the face full with your fist wrapped around a steel haft of a sword.
So it's a 1d8 plus 4. It's a 4 plus 4. 8, 16 damage.
16 subdue damage, right? Pretty
Yes.
much that. You smash him in the face, causing his nose to spout blood and one of his eyes to become almost immediately blue with the bruise, sending him to the ground. He's not completely knocked out, but he will lose his next action, giving you a follow-up attack. What do you do?
Oh, wow. So it's a plus... so I guess I just smack him again.
Well, actually, before that even happens, you have your second attack.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Oh, God.
So plus 5.
So 3 more attacks as you literally stand over him, pummeling him.
Maybe... Well, if he's on the ground, could I just tie him up?
No, he's still able to. He could.
Oh, okay.
He could stab up with a short sword
All
any
right,
moment.
Still
fine,
wriggly.
fine. All right, so plus 5. So that's a 12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, so that's also a hit.
So 1d8 plus 4, so that's a 1 plus 4, 5.
5 subdue damage, taking up to that. Yep, smash him again, and now you've got another round of attacks because he's stunned.
Okay.
The first one at plus 10.
So plus 10, that is a 7 plus 10, 17.
Yeah, his AC is 15. It's a hit.
Okay, 1d8 plus 4, that's a 5 plus 4, 9.
He's looking like he's had his bell rung. He's still like holding himself up,
Wow.
almost heroically,
I'm like-
refusing to collapse down.
Stay down, damn you. Plus 5, so it is a 7 plus 5, 12. Okay.
Okay, the last one doesn't connect, allowing him to have one more action. You see him grit his teeth, bite. You hear a loud click, and immediately white foam starts spraying out of his mouth, and he starts thrashing around on the floor.
Quick, he washed his mouth out with soap.
Yeah. Do I have soap? All right, so, well, I guess I'll just hit him again.
Plus 4, so plus 14 longsword. Is it subduing or is it?
It's still subduing,
okay.
but... So it's an 8 plus 10.
Yep, how much damage?
So 6 plus 4, 10.
10. Your final blow hits him so hard in the face, his body goes limp and his legs start twitching horrifically, although you can see that he's kind of been knocked unconscious. But you can see that like the whites of his eyes are turning blood red and blood is streaming out of his
Damn
nose and
it.
mouth. He must only have seconds to live at most.
Can I throw some potion in him?
Do you have any potions on you right
Yeah, I
now?
have a potion. I have a vial of cure moderate wounds.
Not a vial of cure,
To think,
neutralize
I'm
poison.
No.
I'm standing inside with an antitoxin as well.
Well,
No.
that brings us back momentarily to Bjorn. As you enter the ensuite bathroom, you take 6 points of damage.
That's fine.
As your blood literally burns. And you sit down on the bed, and Albert whips out a bottle, and he stares at it, then he whips out another bottle. He goes, I got 2 bottles here. God damn it, which one was the antidote, and which one was the menthol balm?
I snatch them both and down them.
Okay, so you simultaneously are completely cured of the poison, but not of your damage.
And I'm minty.
And between now and I'm going to say 5 hours of like time inside the game world, you just anything you do, every breath you take, every piece of food you eat, every word you do is just overpowered with a massive menthol fumes. Like you've permanently got 2 like those Hall standard ones jammed up each nostril, basically.
Wait,
And it
is
makes
this
your eyes
supposed to be
water.
bad?
You look like you're sort of crying all the time too, because your eyes are glassy from the fumes. But that's the side effect of downing the mentholated spirits too. But it doesn't hurt you in any way, really. Just makes you look sort of like glassy-eyed and sad all the time, and you smell of that.
All right, thanks. I'm going to head outside now.
While I didn't hear
Seyda,
where the
yeah.
assassin went, I did hear Bjorn calling me dumb. So I've just been stood in the garden looking very sad.
Bjorn, you come down to the kitchen with Albert. You look around to find one thug dead, the one who you killed. One has gone and gotten away, and then you see Hjani returning,
I'm dragging that body.
dragging the dead body of the main assassin, and you see Seyda looking down whimsically at some pansies and looking kind of pensive.
All right, I
sad.
run up and touch the dead assassin's butt.
No tail,
Shit.
but who knows?
That one was just for me that
maybe
time.
maybe it's padded. Maybe you need a closer look.
Yeah, I whip his pants down.
Your spot check was correct. No tail. But muscular, well-toned butt. And this guy is, an assassin who parkours all over the city. Obviously, he's in great shape.
So I take off his mask. Bjorn, does this guy look familiar to you at all?
His face is an unrecognizable pulp, having been hit about 20 times with a skillful gloved fist.
Yeah, it's just a perfect outline of your citizen ring.
That too. That's right on his forehead, right there, above his eye.
Yeah, what's with the white foam, though? Did you give him rabies, too?
I beat him so bad he started foaming at the mouth. I think he ate some of his own poison or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. Does this look familiar to you, Allie?
Oh, Albert. Good Lord, no, but judging by the dagger, he must be in one of these secret societies. I mean, I'm not familiar with all the names, but I'm sure there's one relating to snakes or serpents or maybe even your lizards. I don't know. I guess you'll have to find that out. But why would he come to my house during dinner?
Yeah.
He killed all my servants, goddammit. They're
You
expensive.
only had 3 servants?
But I pay them well. They do all kinds. They work hard.
Oh, I'm really sorry about your servants.
Yes.
Where can you get more servants? I'm actually interested in this part right now.
Well,
Where can you get more servants in this town?
This is a free city. It's just a job. I
Yeah.
pay them fine. They get holidays. We have shifts, I'm not a monster. They're just good folk of the town who like to work in these environs and pretty good cooks too.
Yeah,
That
food
was the
great.
cook. That one right there. That's the cook.
The dead one?
Yeah, the one with his throat opened up horribly.
Jeez.
And you have no idea why anybody would want to be capturing you or killing your servants?
I just got one idea. Perhaps one of my rivals in high society wants to have the best cook, and he was jealous of
Went
of
about
my
it the
cook
wrong
because
way.
my dinner parties were the best dinner parties, and he sent a vicious assassin to murder my cook. I don't know. I have no
That
idea.
sounds unlikely.
Yes, does sound ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah, in our country, we just conscript them.
True.
Yes, I imagine that's so. Yes, but you're here now.
I want to, and I do. I do a spot check. I want to see if I can track where the other assassin escaped to.
Yeah,
I
you
would
want to
like
go and track him?
Yeah, I want to track. Maybe even see where they arrived from.
What's your survival skill?
My survival skill. Oh crap! It's tied to my wisdom, which is +1.
Here's the thing. It's soft, moist lawns and flower beds and all kinds of things to be hit or broken or leave footprints in. It's the start of spring. There's lots of moisture on the grass, even though it's sunny during the day. It's perfect trekking conditions. So DC 12.
Okay. Hjani, can you hold the double dagger? I pull it out of the dead guy. And now I go spot. 11 + 1 is 12.
You pick up his trail easily, and you see it leads all the way out the back of Regal Square until it reaches a kind of canal off the river, which serves as a kind of de facto barrier between this area and the district to the south. And the footprints end at the canal. He seems to have jumped in at this point.
Are there any... Oh, I don't see any sewer grates along the edge.
No, all these canals and rivers here are walled off in stone with railings, and he's jumped in. If he did get out at the other side, you'd have to go over there to pick up the trail. But it ends at the canal, basically.
All right. Do I see one footprint near me? Any footprints?
Yeah, loads of footprints.
Okay.
It's all really sort of moist lawn.
All right. I dip one finger in a footprint, lick it, and then I just make my way back to my team.
Sure. What is your wisdom score?
Oh, it's just a +1.
It's a +1. Okay, roll a DC 18 wisdom check.
That's a 16 + 1 is 17. Damn.
I'm going to give it you.
Oh, okay. All right.
You make that action, you walk off, but then behind the stifling, almost choking taste of menthol spirit that fills your entire sinus cavities, you taste the one taste or smell that could possibly actually penetrate that.
Lard.
Fish.
Fuck.
Fish guts. He'd definitely been around sort of some sort of fish preparation or slaughtering or fishmonger or I mean, it's a huge port and harbour, but there is something there. Seyda, of course, your axe has now been returned to you. It's still sticking out the back of the body that Hjani is dragging through the garden. And I wish this was a video podcast.
See?
That actually really hurt.
Now,
What? That's...
now wait a minute. When I explain this for the listeners, and I will not edit this out, this is going to sound preposterous. Bjorn, in IRL, is holding a tiny red clothes peg.
Yeah.
And I've no idea why. Don't don't justify it. He said it came with French fries. That makes sense. And he's playing with it, and he decided to clamp his own nipples during the intro. One nipple. Well, you started
Not
with one.
that close together.
You could have been going for number 2 eventually, and with the obvious results.
It hurt.
Of pain. Yeah. Can you talk us through the thought process from beginning to end?
I had a clothespin.
A clothes peg.
I have a nipple.
Put it on my nipple.
Clothespin, nipple.
Yeah, what do you want?
See, this makes like
Clothes
what
peg,
I was going to
peg,
say
nipple,
next.
clothes peg, nipple.
Yeah. Clothespin nipple.
I was going to enter into this like by saying like, I'm not dumb, Bjorn, but then you put a clothes peg on your nipple.
Yeah, but this is me in real life. My character is much smarter.
We'll see about that.
I thought you were going to say... What I was going to say to Bjorn was, hey, Bjorn, can I get seconds on that nip clip?
Wow. Seyda, since Hjani has... Oh my god. Your axe is sticking out the back of the corpse that Hjani brought back. You may retrieve it.
I'm not dumb, Bjorn. I just have a very specific set of skills. I take my axe.
You do that. The night is closing to an end, and Albert shows you...
Wait. Can I rifle through the guy that I just killed?
Oh, yes,
Or-
I'm sorry, Hjani.
Yeah.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe there's some evidence on this assassin's person, so I start looking through his pockets and everything.
You find a single piece of parchment with a sentence written on it in a language you don't understand or recognize.
Lizard.
Well, I show the parchment around to this group of people to see if anyone reads this.
Does this language include a lot of S's?
You don't recognize the script. It appears to be some kind of thieves' cant or thieves' code. However, Bjorn is a rogue, and he usually can decipher these things. Do you have any skill related to that?
I will decipher this script. It's based on my intelligence, and that's just a 1.
Well, since you are a rogue, DC 15.
It's a 10 plus 1 is 11.
You may get to that later, but for now, it's not any of the thieves' codes that you recognize, probably just due to the fact you're in an entirely different nation for the first time.
I'll
But
take
you
a 10
you
on
may
it
be
in a
able to
minute.
get it in a moment, yeah.
Yeah.
What you should do is you should use one of those pegs lying around in the garden and clip it to your clothes.
Around the chest area.
So you don't lose it.
Yeah.
Does that show my solidarity with every race in this city?
I don't know, we just guessed
No.
that might be something you'd like to do.
That you might find fun. Something you'd like to do on your own
Oh,
time.
well, listen, Seyda, if you can. I don't want to do that. I would like to decipher this script.
You want to go nipple clipless.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It means a state that you're not normally accustomed to, so that you'd be more focused. I don't know. It means deciphering it without the nipple clip to aid your concentration.
Side note: this is the time. This is the holiday time of year when the kids are anticipating the arrival of Saint Nipple Clips.
Hello, I'm Albert. If there's nothing more, I'll be showing you to your room.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm pocketing this script for now.
Mr. Bjorn, this is a free city, and we are an open household. If you open the second wardrobe in your assigned bedroom, you will find an assortment of clips, whips, and tools that might be to your liking.
Okay.
I can put my bondage kit in there.
Yeah, just to keep it in there.
Unfortunately, ours is quite full, but I can find some sort of foot locker. He shows you to your rooms. You each get an opulent room with a 4-poster bed with silk curtains, floor-to-ceiling mirrors, and all kinds of antique wooden furniture. And windows looking out to this beautiful night garden lit with lanterns.
Blood all over it. White foam.
Yeah, you can't see the corpse from here.
Oof, thank goodness.
And good night, and I'll take care of the dead bodies.
Yeah. I figured there'd be a bit of a hubbub in the house. Like just
No,
Well,
everyone's
I'll
dead.
I'll call the city watch.
Who does Albert live with?
his sister,
Oh,
who
yeah.
was mean to us. We got to get to the bottom of that.
And also, like,
Oh yeah,
he and
does
his
he want to
sister-
check that his sister's okay?
Oh, I think she went out earlier on business.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm more confused that he and his sister
No.
share bondage kits.
Let me, well, yes, Bjorn does have her room, that's true. Let me check the west wing of the house and see if she's hanging around there. You enjoy your sleep and do what you will in the morning.
I'm going to keep listening for muffled screams again.
What's your listen check?
It's very high. It is +7.
To hear from the east to the west side of this townhouse, behind locked doors, you will need to make a DC 20 listening check.
That's a 1 plus a 7.
You hear nothing.
Oh.
Now who's dumb?
I don't think you can critically fail listening. You go deaf. I don't know.
Exactly. I was wondering what
You just hear
I
your own
bump
stomach
my
growl.
head on the wall.
You listen so hard you don't notice where you're going and you fall down the stairs. I know you fall.
Get a nosebleed.
Yeah, you can't hear anything untoward. It seems like this house is clean.
In my room, I will take a 10 on deciphering this script.
Okay, you given time now by the lamplight to take your time deciphering it. You immediately start piecing it together. There are certain words, certain symbols are familiar to the special thieves' written code, which, by the way, all rogues have, but it differs from city to city, culture to culture. So this appears to be an address or the name of a district. There's no numbers on it, and it says... DM has to look at his notes and look down, so while I'm just looking up to get that exactly right, what are Seyda and Hjani talking about as they prepare to go to sleep?
we in a separate room?
I guess we're in the same room because the script was on me. So we're just hanging out in Bjorn's room, kicking our legs, watching him decipher that script, and...
I'm gonna tug on the curtains and see if they can support the weight of a full-grown swinging woman.
And I'm just looking through that closet to see what other stuff is in there that might be pretty cool. Oh,
It cheered me
Is that
up.
what your profile says on ye old Tinder? Swinging?
an entire gimp mask.
You misunderstood
I'll take
it.
that.
Just looking for somebody to swing with.
Oh,
I wonder
This
why
might
I
come
kept
in
getting
use
like, this
someday.
weird pigeons.
ooh, handcuffs.
What?
Just looking through this closet.
I just want it to be known that while I'm deciphering this script, I am shirtless like I'm Batman in the Batcave or something. Like I'm that kind of detective. I'm the best detective.
Okay, so Hjani had discovered the handcuffs. Seyda,
I was seeing whether I can swing from the curtains.
this has become a thing, hasn't
Yeah.
it? You give them a tug to see if they would sustain your weight. You being this super strong, high-level, 6-foot-something barbarian. And on your first tug, you just, rip those delicate silk and drapes of multi-layers and velvet completely down. You pull the wooden curtain rail down too.
I sheepishly push it under the bed.
Now,
This is my room.
that's right, they are actually trashing your room while you are doing the work. Bjorn, so you see there's 2 words of code. The first code is indicating location, and the second one is a word which translates as anvil. A-N-V-I-L, like an anvil.
Mm-hmm. But well, what's
It's a code word indicating that it's... So it means location, anvil,
okay,
as opposed to person, anvil, or whatever. Yeah.
guys? We're going to Anvil. I don't know. Does that mean anything to you guys? Maybe it's part of town. We'll consult the map.
Is there a blacksmith? They have handles.
Person of color smith.
All right.
I'm not set up for this big city life.
Bjorn is shirtless on his bed, staring at you while you play with handcuffs.
Ladies.
Okay, so you sleep for the night and wake up, Bjorn, much earlier than you, as the bright sunshine goes streaming in through his curtainless windows right into his eyes. You wake up a couple of hours later in your own time, refreshed. And coming up the stairs from the lower hall that you had the dinner in is the smell of breakfast. You all wake up.
Oh, he hired a new chef very quickly.
Breakfast chef, different shift.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
We're real good at eggs.
Okay, you are up and the day is yours. Albert does not appear to be around, but there is the breakfast chef in the kitchen and a butler.
Hey, butler, where's the owl guy?
Good morning. He went out on business. May I help you? I know the city quite well.
So is the madam of the house here?
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Greenstone, they own the house. Albert is one of the sons, as you know.
Oh,
They are currently at the estate outside of the walls. They have a keep and some lands. They keep horses. They're just about a mile outside of the city walls in the noble countryside estates.
did I mishear something? Does Albert not
Have a
have
sister?
a sister?
Oh, Erin.
Yeah.
Yes, well, she's the youngest, and she's a little more like a stroppy teenager, I believe the phrase is. Although she must have passed her 23rd year by now. She's always out and about doing her own thing. That's the kids, always abusing the parents' townhouse here.
All right, good for
Always
her.
cleaning up the mess. For example, last night, and he fixes you with a unimpressed Anthony Hopkins repressed butler stare. For example, this morning, me and the morning staff were left to clean up several dead bodies. That's not usual in my schedule.
Only 2 of those were our fault. And when you go up to my room, you got another problem.
Well, that made it worth it. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a bit of curtain trouble. Why don't we...
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, oh, thank God. I thought you were referring to sheets or something like that anyway.
Why don't we have breakfast and discuss our next...
Oh, yeah. Is there a
New.
place called Anvil around here?
Oh, yes, it's one of the city districts. It's among the... it's near the south wall, south of the fish market, one of the districts there.
Aha.
It's, well, you can see it's broken up by canals. There's a kind of an island with a square called Gauntlet Square. If you can find Gauntlet Square, it's the district south of that across one of the small bridges.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Seyda,
And
that's correct.
Also, this breakfast is delicious. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If you go into the region of Anvil, just have your wits about you, I would say. I mean, good working, salt of the earth type people, but don't like strangers.
If we need to bring wit,
We're wit out
I
of
don't know,
luck.
Seyda, why don't you just stick around here?
I'm eating breakfast. I don't care.
Oh, snap.
You know what? These eggs have just the right amount of shrimp and lobster flakes in them, a little bit of salt and cream. This is opulence. As I said, this is the luxury lifestyle. You've never had food cooked for you like this certainly not in your adventures and journeys.
I'm
and
eating
not in,
so many eggs, I can't hear what you're
Okay,
saying,
Rekka.
Bjorn.
So it turns out I didn't need to taste that boot print after all.
Well, I think it's like a double confirmation that Anvil District is a district that we should go to next.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Hey, I'm the butler. I noticed that, Miss Hjani, you're an elf.
that I am.
And, Bjorn, you're elf-ish.
Half.
Oh, you're half. Okay, is that the correct word? Am I allowed to say half? I don't know what the kids are up to these days. It's between you and me, city like this, everyone has their freedom of speech. Got to use it, but I'm telling you now, that's going away. It's PC culture gone mad. Oh, maybe I'm not talking to the right audience.
Yeah, don't touch my hair. Okay, just call me...
Hey, I'm just a butler who's concerned about freedoms.
Wow, that's very progressive of you, Butler. What is your name, by the way?
Mr. Butler.
Okay,
That's
checks
actually
out.
my family name. Paul Butler.
Wow.
The butler.
All right, well, Paul, call me whatever. Are we finished breakfast?
Yeah. Oh, do we still have all of our treasure just lying around? Or did that
It's
get
in
delivered?
cases and bundles sitting in the hall where it was left and unstolen by the thugs.
Oh, lovely. Well, I guess we know what they weren't after.
All right, do we have to tell you absolutely everything that we're putting in these bundles?
No, but you do have the option at any point to go to a bank, and stash all of that stuff and get a line of credit,
Yeah.
property, anything
Let's
you
do
want, and
that.
it'll all be safe and done. There's also the Elven District, there's also Anvil, there's also anywhere you want to go. There's the 3 insights of the 3 incidents, like the city has awoke, and the world is your oyster, so to speak.
Paul, I would like you to take this bag labeled Bjorn to a real good bank. Best bank in town.
I'm sorry, the limits of my job contract are looking after this house. I'm not your errand boy.
Okay,
Alright, fine.
can we get a carriage? We'll just go
Yeah,
to
that's okay.
deposit this stuff, and then we'll go to Anvil.
I can
Sound
call
good?
you a carriage.
Yeah, let's do that.
You
So,
carriage. That's butler humor.
don't test us. We killed some people last night.
Okay, I'll call you a carriage. 5 minutes later, a carriage arrives, and you are heading into the city towards the district you heard referred to as Midas, to this bank.
All right, before we set out, I just tell Paul, hey, I did like that joke. All right, now we're in Midas.
Yeah, you go through the central thoroughfare, passing bustling plazas such as the Library Square, the City Square. Coming towards the East Gate and the Merchants' Quarter, you see all kinds of wares and wagons and retainers bringing all kinds of goods there. And you enter the north side and you see the Temple of Fortune, which is more like a kind of very functional square building without much dressings, with all kinds of scribes and merchants coming in and out. They're not religious, but they are very superstitious, like all forms of gamblers or traders. So Bjorn, being from the human quarter of Lanakiraka, you clock this immediately. It's a combination of merchants and businessmen paying their respects before they do transactions, and also degenerate gamblers looking for a bit of lady luck. To the north, you see the independent bank that was recommended to you, and you leave the carriage, and it drops you right there. And just while the DM checks something on his map, what are you all saying?
Let's put our stuff in the bank and then let's go to the bazaar.
Because the bank is actually right across the street from a place just with a sign on it that says furs.
I was going to say also...
I might just go put all my money in that.
Looking east, a little bit down the crowded, bustling morning street, you do see the red and yellow tent tops and and flags and stands of one of the city's major markets, the Bazaar, with all kinds of shops around it. That's just off to the side and easy to visit. The bank's in front of you. You're also holding bundles full of all your treasure and jewels. And the front door of the bank has a guy sort of looking at you, and he introduced himself as Philippe Zan. Hello, I'm an agent of this bank. Everybody here speaks in this ridiculous butler's accent. How may I be of service to you? You appear to be a formidable-looking trio. Do you have any money you'd like to keep with us? I'll be your guide.
Philippe, you just hang out outside of the bank all day?
No, I'm on my break.
Oh, okay. Everybody's entitled.
Yes, in this city we have rights and freedoms, and that everyone should have at least 6 20-minute breaks in a 6-hour shift.